following is a presentation of Radio Alabama Sports. This broadcast is copyrighted by Radio Alabama for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast, descriptions, or accounts of the game without Radio Alabama's consent is strictly prohibited.
From Radio Alabama Sports, Sylacauga Baseball is on the air. This is the Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union Aggie Sports Network. Sylacauga Baseball is presented by Alta Point Health. Caring is our calling. Online at altapoint.org. Allen Oil Company of Sylacauga. 8 locations serving Central Alabama since 1966. Fuel for your body, fuel for your car. You're all in with Allen. Coosa Valley Medical Center. Quality care close to home. Online at cvhealth.net. Now, here's the voice of the Aggies, Jeremy Law.
Back-to-back nights at Walton Cruz Field, the Aggies back in action on the baseball diamond this afternoon against the Milan Bulldogs from Southwest Tennessee. The Aggies coming in after a tough loss yesterday at the hands of the Briarwood Lions in area play, looking to get their feet back underneath today against a really talented Milan Bulldogs baseball team. As one of their assistant coaches, a Sylacauga alumni, Brantley Brasher, head coach Taylor Patterson, a homecoming for him as well, as he was an assistant coach for 1 year for Coach Jeff Bell here a couple years back. His wife Rebecca, the former volleyball coach here in the Marble City. Ashton Fowler, a tough contest going to be for the Aggies today.
Yeah, with Milan Bulldogs bringing a tough challenge for the Aggies. The previous 4A, as in Tennessee only goes up to 4 classification semifinalist last year and bringing back 7 of the 9 starters from the previous year. So a tough task here to begin with the Aggies here.
Jet Clary on the mound. They'll face off against the shortstop Johnson to lead things off. You have a 1-0 count coming from Clary. The 1-0 swung on and missed. Strike 1, 1-1.
Another big group of kids here, Jeremy, as they lined up for the national anthem. You saw a lot of sides here for the Milan Bulldogs.
The 1-1. Whoa, this must have been a tad high. 2-1. Milan on spring break stopped into town last night. Played the Vincent Yellow Jackets. They lost that game 1-0. Had 2 really competitive arms going at it. Excuse me, it was 4-0. It was 1-0 going into the 7th inning. It's a 3-1 count here from Clary to the leadoff man Johnson. 3-1 is ripped into left, but right there is Gavin Vick to make the catch for out number 1.
Yeah, that's what you like to see. Get that first out early on. No leadoff hitters. Again, we want to eliminate that big inning from the opponent, as the Aggies have always had in these early on games. You want to eliminate that big inning for the Aggies, get on board early, and eliminate those mental mistakes has been key for the Aggies this year.
Yeah, and you're saying, hey, I mean, Milan, Tennessee comes down south, loses to, 3A Vincent in baseball. I tell you, if Vincent's able to throw their number 1 guy against you and they did not have an area series this week, they can be tough to beat, and they have been tough to beat over the last couple years. Swung on and missed on a 1-0, now 1-1 to the 2-hole hitter Scott, who's behind the plate for the Bulldogs to start this game. You'll see him behind the dish in the bottom of the first when the Aggies come to the plate. This one off the bat or foul, 1-2. One thing you can say about Jet Clary is he is going to throw strikes. When the Aggies struggled last week against Elmore County, Jet Clary came in and finished that game out for Sylacauga, allowed just 1 run through the final 2.5 innings.
And that's sometimes what you need. Somebody throw the ball over the plate, let them put it in play, and trust your defense behind you as this ball comes up over high a little bit. But sometimes you want that pitcher to come in and throw those ground balls, those pop flies, and let your guys get you out of that inning quick and back up to bat.
A 2-2 count here for Jet. As this one's lifted in the air, right side, coming in Kirk, charging in late, makes the grab in right field. For out number 2 does Lincoln Kirk. So back-to-back outs for Jet Clary in this Aggie defense. And it's kind of how they started yesterday's game against Briarwood before things got away in the middle innings.
Yeah, they want to stay steady, mental focus all the way. What you want to see from the Aggies difference from yesterday is eliminating those mental mistakes, those errors on the field, minimize the walks, and capitalize at the plate is what we got to change around from yesterday.
This is going to be Real at the plate. Lincoln Real. So 2 teams here with a kid named Lincoln on the team. As the Bulldogs brought a pretty good crowd with them to our right over here. I thought it was, spring break. They're playing, 4 games in 4 days or so. And
traveled 5.5 hours on the cheese wagon.
The 1-0, now 2-0 from Clary to Real. Good crowd for about 5 hours from home.
Yeah, no sympathy from us. Our spring break consisted of 13-hour drive on the cheese wagon down to Cocoa Beach, Florida.
Hard hit ground ball to O'Neal. Fields it, fires. Reynolds didn't even need to stretch as O'Neal makes a solid throw across the diamond. The Aggies get the Bulldogs in order in the top of the first. And the good guys to the plate with J.D., London Howell, Judson Howell, and then London Howell when we come back. Bottom 1, we go, no score. This is the Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union Aggie Sports Network.
Cold and flu season is here, but Marble City Pharmacy in Sylacauga has you covered. From cough and cold medicine to fever relief, vitamins, and immune support, they have everything you need to feel better fast. Skip the lines and use their quick and convenient drive-through window to get in and out with ease. Friendly service, trusted care, and hometown convenience all in one place. Transfer your prescription to Marble City Pharmacy today. Marble City Pharmacy, here for life.
If you're tired of wandering around a big box store, get to Van Zant Hardware on Highway 280 in Sylacauga. These folks know their stuff and they know where it is. Need rafters? In stock. Looking for solid 28-foot lumber? They've got it and it's not damaged. For over 50 years, they've been helping home builders, farmers, and everyday folks get the job done right. Van Zant Hardware is a proud supporter of Sylacauga, B.B. Comer, Childersburg, and Fayetteville athletics.
The Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union Aggie Sports Network is fueled by Allen Oil Company. Fuel for your car, fuel for your body. You're all in with Allen.
Coming to you from the Allen Brew Market broadcast booth, this is the Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union Aggie Sports Network. Jeremy Law and Ashton Fowler with you on a beautiful, Wednesday afternoon. The Milan Bulldogs from Tennessee checking in here at the Walt as J.D. Tyler to lead things off after Jet Clary got the Bulldogs to go 1-2-3 in the top half of the first inning. Shane McMahon stabbed it into the box. Now, if J.D. would just give us the little foot shuffle.
Hey, that would make my day.
He
probably doesn't even know Shane McMahon, Jeremy.
J.D. all over the chalk in the box, crowding the plate. First pitch from Carter is a strong fastball that misses upstairs. He'll work from the windup. That one's in tight on J.D. Bulldogs in black tops, purple numbers outlined in white, purple letters outlined in white, with white pants. Pitch number 3 to Tyler. A little late break. Calling for a strike.
No time in between the pitches again. Fast wind up here.
Looking down the purple bill of the hat is Carter, now 3-1 to J.D. as the Aggies looking for an early base runner. 3-1. Right on the inside corner to Tyler. It's the leadoff man doing his job, giving the dugout plenty of pitches to see on this first AB of the game as J.D. takes a fastball in between the 1 and the 0.
Yeah, and that had a good chance. All 3 balls were ducking. He had to duck out of the way of all 3 of them, so that high velocity was sneaking up on him, bound to get him.
Number 8, Judson Howell.
There's Judson Howell, who's actually been hitting the ball pretty well. Looking at David McCurley's book from Monday's 3 for 3 versus Fayetteville. And then last night didn't get many cracks at it. I think he got walked twice in last night's game. I know he was on base 2 times in the game. So you can't make a mistake looking back because Ashton actually keeps a book during the game, so he'll correct me quickly.
Yeah.
You got a 1-0 count to Judson Howell. J.D. Tyler on first. Bottom one if you're just now joining us. That pitch misses outside for Carter.
Yeah, walking kind of a line to that hot shot to first base last night.
Judson fouling it back. This is James Carter on the mound. London Howell on deck. Aggies just trying to get some consistency at the plate, especially to start some ball games. Got some speed on first here with a 2-1 count to Judson Howell. JD's going to run. The throw down to second. Did it get him? No, they'll say he's safe. Boy.
Great slide.
Good slide, but really a throw from Scott that was up the line and still nearly got him with the strong arm.
Yeah, JD recognized the high throw, and he slid on the inside down low, and it was just a perfect place on the slide in.
So a 2-2 now to Howell at the plate. No outs, bottom one. Breaking ball upstairs. Back-to-back full counts to start for Carter. Aggies at the plate. Carter coming set. Not much of a hold at second. The 3-2. Judson staying alive. Just got a crack of that one. It bounces off the backstop. Back up towards first base. Good sunshine. Get a break from the sun every now and then with some clouds moving across. No outs, man in scoring position for the Aggies. We'll do it again, 3-2 the pitch. Ball 4, and the Aggies with back-to-back base runners to start the game. London Howell's been putting the ball in play. He was the first base runner for the Aggies yesterday on a hard-hit ground ball to first. That ended up being an E3. The Aggies couldn't move him around.
London Howell.
Yeah, it's been making great contact at E3. Hard shot to first, and then they had a hard shot over to third. They made a good play at and got him out his second at bat yesterday. So seeing the ball good, making contact. Let's see if he can get it through today.
You got Avery running at first for Judson. London at the plate. 2 on, no outs, bottom one. No hold at first. First baseman playing in on the grass. Howell a little behind on the fastball, 0-1. Got a pretty good pitch to hit right there, just a little behind it.
Yeah, looking for possibly laying down a bunt as that first baseman creeps in on the windup. Looking to lay one down maybe. Doesn't look like that's going to happen here.
Howell just outside. 1-1. I am a little surprised we don't put one down, but if you're Coach Adam Brewer, knowing that you're not going to have your full pitching staff today with some area games later on in the week, you might be thinking you need to score a few more runs. Small ball might not be what you want to do here early in the game. Howell underneath that one, foul. Back into the screen, 1-2.
Yeah, that foul straight back lets you know he's got that timing down. He just needs to square up the ball a little bit more.
So as a player, Ashton, if I told you we can go play 5 games in 3 days at the beach where you didn't really get to enjoy anything, or if I told you were from Tennessee, you get to go spend 4 or 5 days on Lake Martin and play 1 game a day, what are you picking?
Yeah, I think Lake Martin's a good choice.
1-2, swinging strike 3. Good-looking pitch from Carter for the first out here in the inning. D. O'Neill with a crack at it now. The Aggies trying to get an early run in the bottom of the first inning.
Now batting third.
D. O'Neill wearing the number 4. Aggies back in, what is that, cream today and black pinstripes.
First still playing up, maybe anticipating the bunt.
Breaking ball, 4 strike, 0-1. Runners at first and second and 1 out.
Shocking he's not holding him on just a little bit, maybe then going up front.
Middle infield, not really at double play depth for the second baseman either. They're kind of focused on keeping J.D. Tyler from getting to third. We'll see as Debo.
Here with one out, you know, you definitely don't want to probably play small ball and lay him over and get that second out with, you know, somebody there. So I think the bunt's out of the question here.
The 0-2. O'Neal, hard hit ground ball left side, gets into left field for base knock. J.D. Tyler going to stop on third. Good decision. As the left fielder Dobbs got there pretty quickly. Now the base is loaded for Hebson Reynolds and one out. So the Aggies with a base knock here after
Now
a
batting first baseman, number 5.
hit batter
Hebson
and a
Reynolds.
walk to Howell. Hebson Reynolds has the bases full.
And a perfect batter to come up, guy that's swinging with good discipline and has been consistent for the most part of the season and getting the barrel on the ball.
Reynolds, the lefty. Up top on the fastball here. A ball and no strikes to Hebson.
Now you've got your corners in, and middle's playing more of that double play depth to try to get out of this inning here. Corner's probably going home on this play.
The 1-0. Reynolds out of play, 1-1. As that one lifts over towards the Eddie Varnador facility. Saw Coach out there earlier today. Where did he make his way to?
No, yeah, he's out there somewhere.
1-1. Carter kicks and fires and leaves it outside. 2 balls, 1 strike to Reynolds.
So you find Coach Martin, you'll find Coach Vonador somewhere.
Here is that 2-1. Hebson taken out, now 3-1. Really trying to paint the corners in this one, working away from the lefty. See what Reynolds gets here on a 3-1 pitch. Carter brings it. Reynolds swinging strike 2. A big pitch coming for Carter and Milan as the bases are loaded. 3-2. Strong, called strike 3. Man, he called 3 balls in this at bat on the exact same location and rings up Hebson there.
Not too sure I agree with that spot.
Number 2, Jet Clary.
I mean, the consistency, you know, like you said, the 3 balls before were right there.
I don't think anybody in the park thought that was going to be called a strike.
And then the late call as well. See if Jet can help himself here. If you hear the crowd, let it hit you. He had to jump out of the way of that one. You know, if a hit batsman here scores a run.
And a little breaking ball, too. There we go, 1-0 to Jet. Upstairs. That's the one you probably don't let hit you. That was mid-80s fastball upstairs. 2-0 to coming to Clary. Jet trying to help himself. The start on the hill today. It's Carter from the windup with the bases juice. The 2-0 popped up out of play. 2-1 to Clary. J.D. Tyler got hit on a 3-2 pitch to start the Aggie first. Judson Howell walk. D. O'Neal with a base knock. It's Clary. Reaches for one. Pitch was high, drifting into center field towards Rogers, and the Aggies will strand the bases loaded. We'll go top 2, no score here at the Walt between Sylacauga and the Milan Bulldogs. We'll take a break. This is the Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union Aggie Sports Network.
When injury slows you down, trust Todd Malone and the caring team at Star Physical Therapy. As owner and lead physical therapist, Todd has built a reputation for helping patients recover quickly, safely, and with confidence. Whether you're dealing with a sports injury, surgery recovery, or everyday aches and pains, you'll find personalized care that gets you moving again. At Star Physical Therapy, it's not just about treatment. It's about helping you live life fully. Star Physical Therapy, where you're always treated like a star.
Van Zant Hardware is not in the business of guessing. They sell you what you need, not what someone else thinks you should have. That is why builders, farmers, and project managers have trusted them for over 50 years. Located on Highway 280 in Sylacauga, They take pride in great service, deep product knowledge, and getting you in and out without the runaround. Van Zandt Hardware is a proud supporter of Sylacauga, B.B. Comer, Childersburg, and Fayetteville athletics.
Turn up your taste buds at La Costa Mexican Restaurant in downtown Sylacauga. The grill's hot and the flavors are bold. From sizzling fajitas and street-style tacos to creamy queso and fresh-made salsa. Bring the family, grab friends, or make it your lunch break. Portions are generous, prices friendly, and the service always welcoming. Step into a colorful, lively atmosphere and leave full and happy. La Costa Mexican Restaurant, downtown Sylacauga's spot for real flavor. Stop in and taste the fiesta.
Central to you, central to your success. Central Alabama Community College, the official video live streaming sponsor of the Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union Aggie Sports Network. Online at cacc.edu.
4-5-6 in the order, a 0-1 count from Jet Clary as we start the second inning. Back-to-back strikes for Clary. As he got him to go in order in the top of the first, this will be Carter, a little pitcher versus pitcher battle to start the top of the second. This is the Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union Aggie Sports Network. Called strike three. Oh, Jet Clary on a roll. I was telling you, Ashton, in that Elmore County game last week, Jet came in and really shut down the Panthers, who were swinging it hot from the batter's box through the first 4 or 5 innings.
Yeah, he's got his spots, and the confidence is key up there, so he's gaining the confidence and hitting his spots. There's, putting the ball where it needs to be, and the batters have – the defense has shown that he's got his back, so that's all you need as a pitcher.
Here's the third baseman, Morris.
Good pitch.
Just a tad outside. Now, the one thing about Jet is how long can he go in a game? Hasn't been featured more than a couple innings in a few games this year. If he keeps pitching like this, he'll be in there as long as we can hold him. Here we go, 1-1. Aggies in white. Milan in black if you're watching online. They're at the plate. The 1-1. Fouled off towards the Aggie dugout. The Aggies off tomorrow before a Friday doubleheader at Briarwood, but we will have softball versus Shelby County tomorrow. They're at home against the Wildcats. I think Michael Giddens, Alex Bauman bringing you that on YouTube, Facebook, and Mix 106.5 as this one is roped foul, luckily foul, down the left field line. Morris, he was going to be rounding first on that one for sure if it found chalk. About 10 feet foul.
Yeah. Outfield squeezed in. The line's open a little bit there, so you're going to have to hustle to get that line shot.
They reached for one and popped it back up the middle. A long run from second to throw. I don't think it was going to get him anyways. A good play for Caden Cody at second. Just a long run making the play behind second base.
Number 10, Mallett.
Yeah, did all he could. Kid's got wheels there, so he was going to beat that out, but did all he could to make the play close.
We got Mallard coming to the plate. Colton Mallard with a runner at first and one out. That was just over the glove of Clary as that one is stroked in the left on the ground. Hard hit ground ball and back-to-back base knocks for Milan here in the second inning. Mallard with a single after Morris, and here's Dobbs to the plate, the left fielder.
Here's where you got to gain your mental focus. As Coach said, Coach Brewer said, you play for the next pitch, let that last one get out, and focus on the next one. Your mental focus has got to be key pitch by pitch, and that's what you got to play for here. Infield's up, corners are up, I should say. Infield, middle's playing true, trying to get that double play, or corners are trying to go over the force.
First pitch strike from Clary.
So now we're hollering. You got second way over on true. It looks like JD's trying to hold on to second baseman to keep him on the bag some.
This one into left again. They will hold the runner at third, and the bases are full and one out as the Milan bats have come alive in back-to-back-to-back batters. This will be
Now
the
batting
second
number
baseman,
12,
Fowler.
No relation? Big kid? Zach
The way
Fowler.
to find out if you guys are related is a little
The helmet's not
hat,
extra
hat,
large.
I was about to say hat size. Well, what size is that noggin, young man?
Been doing this too long.
That's a cold strike, 0-1. A similar height, maybe?
Yeah, we'll go there.
0-1. Fouled off, 0-2. Big at bat here, obviously, with bases loaded and 1 out. But these have been a few innings. It hasn't been full games for the Aggies that have gone bad. 1 or 2 innings here and there, and things have gotten away from them this season. They just got us stranded, bases loaded. Can we do the same here in the top of the second? It's Fowler. Chops it foul.
And we got still the corners up. Plays it home for them. Middle infield back, looking for that double play. Get out of the inning with it. Going to have to be quick. You got some speed on the bases here, so you're going to have to make a quick, clean turn.
The 0-2. Boy, that one sent Hebson to the dugout a little earlier with bases full.
Yeah, big, huge strikeout here.
1-2 with 1 out. Bases are loaded for Milan. Fouled off the left side.
Third base coach showing some wheels and hands out there.
Well, Coach Patterson got me a Milan hat. So me and Coach Patterson, good friends, keep up with each other. I wear a medium, Ashton. What do you think?
That's top hat.
Well, you like Hey Arnold with that one on. Pitch in the dirt. Good block up by Judson back there to keep that from the backstop. 2-2. Driven into left. Gavin still going back. Has to make the over-the-shoulder catch. Good enough to score a run.
Good job to get back and get the ball in, only allowing 1 run in there, so minimal damage done, but got the second out.
Now batting number 2.
It felt like that one just kept
Rogers.
carrying because there was a moment there where it looked like Vic was going to set his feet and left and had to keep on going back.
Kept the runner at first as well, so just runners on the corners.
Yeah, Gavin's got a good arm. Part of the pitching staff, too. So throw over to first just to keep him honest. There's a strike. Now, is this Rogers?
Yes.
Okay. Rogers at the plate. Outside from Cleary, 1-1. You have Licklider in right. He doesn't bat. Being DH'd for by Real. Keep us from hopefully not mispronouncing that name too many times. Runners moving. The throw back to third. Oh, D got a tag on him. Just a little late.
Close. Good idea there.
Runner moves up from first to second. A 1-2 count to Rogers. Clary from the windup. Got him swinging, and the Aggies get in the dugout. Giving up 1 here in the top of the second. Aggies to the plate when we come back. Your score after 1.5. Milan 1, Sylacauga nothing. This is the Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union Aggie Sports Network.
I'm Chris Kane, and for our family here at Toyota of Sylacauga, it's about more than cars. It's about people. You'll find my wife, my kids, even my dog here some days, because this is where we've built something special. When you buy from us, you're not just getting a vehicle, you're becoming part of the family. Toyota of Sylacauga, worth the drive, and we'll prove it. Online at toyotaofsylacauga.com.
Gear up for a flavor victory at Wharf Casual Seafood. Whether you're craving seafood classics like shrimp or crab claws, or wanting to tackle a juicy burger or crisp salad, we've got your winning play. Dine in with us or grab a meal to go and find out why every bite is a win at Wharf Casual Seafood. Check out our menu at wharfcasualseafood.com. The coast is here.
Turn to the experts you can trust at Sleeping Giant Heating and Cooling. Voted the best HVAC company in the Coosa Valley 5 years in a row. Sleeping Giant Heating and Cooling, the official HVAC company of the Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union Aggie Sports Network.
Lincoln Kirk to lead it off. Bottom two, Aggies trail 1-0. Just got out of a bases loaded jam. Is Kirk deep in the hole? It's short. Throw across the diamond's gonna get us.
Strong arm made up for that deep throw in the hole.
Oh, Johnson deep in the hole. It's short. Closer to third than he was at shortstop position.
Threw off his back leg. I mean, just pure arm talent there got him that out.
And Lincoln Kirk, not a slow guy by any means.
No.
Fastball paints the inside corner for Gavin Vick. 1 out, bottom two. Mm. 0-2 coming to Vick. Again, Aggie softball tomorrow night. First pitch 4:30 here on the network. I know it's a big week next week. We've got soccer, softball, baseball. Got a lot going on. It's girls soccer. They finished the first half last night as Vick in the air to left. Hangs up for Dobbs, making the catch for out 2. They had a lightning delay. They finished the first, and then they'll play the second half of that game, I think, next week. I'm trying to get an update. I got an update earlier. All right, Coach Wilkins is behind us. It'll be Monday they finished that game.
Caden Cody.
I was trying to watch it on NFHS. Scoreboard and time wasn't working. The field cleared, so I had to get some clarification for some parents trying to watch the Aggies last night on the road. Lady Aggies were winning 2-0 when the game got postponed right there in the middle of it. Ground ball left side over to Johnson again. Another deep throw and made it look easy as the Aggies go down in order in the second. We'll go top 3. Milan leading it 1-0. Bulldogs at the plate when we come back.
When injury slows you down, trust Todd Malone and the caring team at Star Physical Therapy. As owner and lead physical therapist, Todd has built a reputation for helping patients recover quickly, safely, and with confidence. Whether you're dealing with a sports injury, surgery recovery, or everyday aches and pains, you'll find personalized care that gets you moving again. At Star Physical Therapy, it's not just about treatment. It's about helping you live life fully. Star Physical Therapy, where you're always treated like a star.
At AMIA, innovation and sustainability go hand in hand. As a global leader in calcium carbonate production and specialty chemical distribution, AMIA helps make everyday products stronger, cleaner, and better for the world around us. From paper and plastics to construction and beyond, their work supports progress that lasts. AMIA is proud to support growth that respects the earth and strengthens communities. Good luck to all area athletes this season.
At Toyota of Sylacauga, we treat you like one of our own because you are. I'm Chris Kane, and whether it's your first time or your 10th, we're here to serve you with honesty, care, and the kind of service that keeps your family coming back. From oil changes to new Toyotas, our team is ready to earn your trust every time. Come see why families all over East Central Alabama and beyond choose us every time they buy a car. Toyota of Sylacauga, worth the drive, and we'll prove it. Online at toyotaofsylacauga.com.
Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union Aggie Sports Network is driven by Right Tire and Service. Drive smoothly on the right tires and keep your ride in mint condition with the right parts. Right Tire and Service on West Fort William Street in Sylacauga.
So Hampson Reynolds taking over here to start the third inning. That's the first pitch sent foul. So Jet Clary on the mound, gave up 1 run, 3 hits for Milan as they lead it 1-0. Aggies with 1 hit in the game. That one is ripped into left, just past the outstretched glove of J.D. Tyler at short. Laid out for it, couldn't get there. Hit number 4 for the Bulldogs.
Number 4, Scott.
Yeah, caught him leaning a little bit just out of the reach of JD, but you know what we don't need is those bats to catch fire again like they did. They had, I think, 3 back-to-back singles. Want to cut that there and maybe get a ground ball, double play, and get them off the base pass here.
And this is the top of the order. That was Johnson, the leadoff man. Now Scott will square, pull it back, runner moving. Nobody covered second. Howell popped up ready to throw, and nobody was home.
No. Got to be talking. I don't think anybody let them know it was going. I think nobody was in position to cover the bag. They looked like they were pretty far off.
Driven into right, long run, Lincoln Kirk leaping.
Caught.
And he made the catch, and the runner's going to tag. And that's one of the only downside of these 4:30 starts is once Lincoln got outside of the batter's eye, I couldn't see him anymore. You can see he make that catch in front of the tree out there in right center.
Yeah, good speed, caught it against the fence and got it in, but enough time for the runner to tag up and get over to third.
Here's Real.
I think they're going to appeal a leave early possible. Umpire called him safe. I wasn't paying attention to that, Jeremy. I was looking at the catch, so I didn't even see him take off. Trying to look at the catch.
Good looking catch on the run for Lincoln Kirk. Runner at third and 1 out. Breaking ball for Reynolds. A tad high. This is Lincoln Real at the plate. 3-hole hitter.
Hit it
Carter,
over
the pitcher.
Debo last time and got him out at first.
That was a good, strong throw. He was the final out of the first inning as we got him to go in order. Jet Clary really did his job, gave it 1 run in 2 innings, but threw strikes and let his defense play behind him as that one's ripped into left. That's going to be a base hit off the wall. Hit the wall in the air. Real around first. He'll trot into second with an RBI double. 2-0 Milan here in the top of the third inning.
Now batting number 16.
Yeah, very hot shot.
Carter.
Nothing you can do about that. Turned around, the ball's at the fence.
Here's James Carter with a runner in scoring position. 1 out, third inning. Curve ball for Hepson, called strike 2.
Beautiful break.
Carter off the inside part of the bat, fouled over to the third base coach's box. We'll do it again, an 0-2 count with 1 out, runner at second, top of the third inning, 2-0. Bulldogs lead it. Reynolds checking on second. Now he'll step off. The Aggies will be at the 9-1-2 in the bottom half of the third. The 0-2, Hepson popped up right side. Could be trouble coming over, making the catch. Jet Clary at second now, or is it still Cody over there?
He's still Cody.
Caden Cody over at second, making a long
Now
run.
batting number 13, Morris.
Get the second out there. No runner advance, so good scenario there for Sylacauga. 2 outs. Morris back up. Had one of those singles last inning.
That one popped up over the backstop. I'll see what we do with Jet. He was batting in the 6th spot. Got a base hit yesterday against Briarwood. Missing is Hepson. 2 outs, runner at second. It's a 2-0 Bulldog lead in the top of the 3rd inning. The lefty Reynolds on the bump here in the 3rd inning. Swing and a miss, a big swing for Carter. Excuse me, it's Morris at the plate. He just got Carter on that pop fly. The 1-2. High on the breaking ball, Reynolds. It's a big kid in the box, too. Ashton is Morris.
Big guy. A lot of power behind that swing.
2-2 with 2 outs. Runner at second. Popped up. Giving chase is Vick in left, and he'll make the squeeze for the final out. So Milan adds 1 here in the 3rd. They lead it 2-0 with the Aggies to the plate. 9-1-2 in the order coming up, bottom 3. This is the Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union Aggie Sports Network.
Busy day? Allen Brew Markets has you covered. Swing by for fresh coffee, a quick bite, or that afternoon pick-me-up snack. And while you're here, fuel up your car and your day. Fast, easy, convenient. Service, selection, and a smile are waiting at Allen Brew Markets. Because when it comes to keeping you going, we're all in with Allen.
You're all in with Allen, oh yeah. Allen Brew Markets.
Now is the perfect time to start your future at Central Alabama Community College. CAC's next mini-term begins March 9th, giving you a fast, flexible way to earn college credit or start a new career path. With campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Talladega, and Prattville, CAC offers affordable classes designed to fit your schedule. Don't wait for fall. Get started this spring. Apply online today at cacc.edu. Central Alabama Community College. Central to you, central to your success.
Aggies actually at the top of the order here to start the bottom half of the 3rd inning. J.D. Tyler at the plate. He got hit by a pitch his first time up and then got stranded at 3rd in the 1st inning. J.D. behind on the fastball. Pitch from Carter, fouled back. Got 2 strikes on J.D. Carter again from the windup. Inside, called strike 3 on J.D.
Tough spot there with J.D. Played on the inside, standing on the inside there. An inside pitch on that plate's tough for a batter on the inside chalk to get around on. So crowd on the plate there is one negative. You got to get out front on those inside pitches as far as you can.
Yeah, I wasn't too upset about that one to J.D. The Aggies all over the chalk on the batter's box, and with 2 strikes. Another one on Hebson we weren't happy about earlier with the bases loaded. Didn't feel like a strike, but that one probably for J.D. close enough to take a crack. Now, 1-0 to Judson Howell, moving up in the 2 slot today. Takes a strike there, now 1-1 with 1 out. Up top, 2-1. Aggies have Gavin Vick warming up in the pen. 2-1 turns into 2-2. We knew the Aggies were going to staff the heck out of this game today to try to have everybody available on Fridays. This one's popped up left side of the infield. Johnson got called off by his left fielder, Dobbs, making a long run in to make that catch. And the outfield grass about 3 feet short of the dirt. Here's London Howell trying to give us a 2-out base runner in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
London Howell.
Yeah, not much action. We hadn't seen much action in the Bluebell bullpen all year, but you know, this, like you said, a lot of ball games to play this week, so you're going to have a lot of action today.
That one sent to the parking lot. I got no problem with us taking some hacks early in these at-bats. Carter's kind of filling up the zone as he comes right back there over the plate, 0-2.
They've been aggressive so far.
0-2 with 2 outs. Good eye for London, 1-2. Bottom 3, they lead it 2-0. Aggies getting out hit 6-1. Out of play for London again up the left side. Hard to believe we're already in the month of April. Baseball regular season. Got this week and what, 2 more weeks before postseason starts. 2-2 now to London. From the windup, Carter, that one fouled into the mid of the catcher. Aggies go down in order here in the bottom of the 3rd. Milan leads it 2-0. They'll be at the plate, top 4. When we come back, this is the Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union Aggie Sports Network, presented by Allen Brew Markets, Coosa Valley Medical Center, and Alta Point Health.
At Toyota of Sylacauga, we treat you like one of our own because you are. I'm Chris Kane, and whether it's your first time or your 10th, we're here to serve you with honesty, care, and the kind of service that keeps your family coming back. From oil changes to new Toyotas, our team is ready to earn your trust every time. Come see why families all over East Central Alabama and beyond choose us every time they buy a car. Toyota of Sylacauga, worth the drive, and we'll prove it. Online at toyotaofsylacauga.com. I'm Chris Kane, and for our family here at Toyota of Sylacauga, it's about more than cars. It's about people. You'll find my wife, my kids, even my dog here some days, because this is where we've built something special. When you buy from us, you're not just getting a vehicle, you're becoming part of the family. Toyota of Sylacauga, worth the drive, and we'll prove it. Online at toyotaofsylacauga.com.
When the temperature drops, your car feels it too. If your heat isn't blowing as warm as it should or your engine's running hotter than normal, you could be low on coolant. Stop by Right Tire and Service for a quick winter checkup. We'll inspect your coolant, tire pressure, battery, and wiper blades, all the things that keep you safe and comfortable in cold weather. Don't get caught unprepared this winter. Get it done the right way at Right Tire and Service on West Fort William Street in Sylacauga.
The Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union Aggie Sports Network is fueled by Allen Oil Company. Fuel for your car, fuel for your body. You're all in with Allen.
Top of the 4th inning, Mallard to lead things off. 6-hole, 7-hole, 8-hole. In the top of the 4th inning, Gavin Vick coming in relief of Hebson Reynolds. You had Rhett Sims over at first, who came over for Hebson when he got on the mound. And Rhett stays over there this inning. Vick outside, a different release position here, and a windup for Gavin Vick. Kind of crouches.
Lines up like he's about to submarine it, but then comes over the top with it.
Two and 0 for a strike. There's ball 4. Leadoff man on.
Now batting number 3, Dobbs.
Runner at first, no outs. Gavin Vick on the hill for the Aggies in the 4th inning. Got a 1-0 count. This one bunted left side. O'Neal picking it up, throwing it to first, and it gets away. They'll wave the runner around third. He will score. Batter will end up at third. 3-0 Milan.
Yeah, runner turns from first to home. Batter turns the bunt into a triple off of the missed throw by Debo coming over. Rhett just couldn't get over. Had to jump over the runner right there,
Now
miss a near
batting number
collision
12,
to catch that ball.
Fowler.
Aggies need to slow down here. We don't want one of those innings again, Jeremy, where we just things fall off the rails and we start getting bases from mental errors and mistakes out on the field. We want to kind of minimize that and get some outs under our belt before things get out of hand.
Ripped into left, that'll score a run. Malone in left field now for the Aggies. 4-0 Milan in the 4th.
Now batting number 2, Rogers.
No outs here. Infield's going to play true in the middle. Corner's going to be up. Try to get that ground ball double play in. Red Sims holding him on close here at first base. Another attempt to square around and bunt.
Yeah, Milan can kind of just look for insurance coming down the stretch here. 4-0 lead. Play a little small ball. The bunt earlier sent him around the bases.
Yeah, if I'm Debo, I'm going to keep creeping up right now before he even gets in the windup. I'm going to be halfway across the grass by now.
They will square. Now we got to the backstop. Runner moves up. Got to remember Coach Taylor Patterson coached here with Coach Jeff Bell, who was a guy that loved the small ball, and they kind of played a very similar style of ball at Milan. Patterson was an assistant at Milan, came down here as assistant for 1 year, and then went back up to Milan to be an assistant, and then the next year the head coach. That's kind of the connection between Sylacauga and Milan. If you're wondering why the Aggies are playing a team from Tennessee in the middle of the week this week.
Didn't try to square around and make contact with that one and didn't pull back enough. Didn't make contact, so that's a strike there, 2-1.
They like to small ball it, and there's another one. A great bunt, third base side, no throw. Runners on the corners.
Yeah, nobody attacking that ball there. I think Debo let off a little to try to get Vic over to cover that one, but just confusion all around on that bunt coverage.
I mean, so much of a game inside of the game, and a lot of the game action is applying pressure and seeing if the other team can make a mistake. And
yeah. You know, used to, Jeremy, you would announce bunt coverage by the catcher or first baseman or whoever to see what you were going to do when the bunt was laid down, and I don't see much of that going on tonight.
Runner moving up from first is, you know, it's the thing about baseball. Better team doesn't always win these games. It's how clean can you play on any given night? How well can you hit the ball? Are you swinging it well? And is your pitching coming together? So much at play, but still a lot of the small things start adding up. The Aggies, they bunted twice in this inning for no outs when they were sacrificing. Runners at second and third and no outs. We're in the top of the fourth inning.
You know, with the defense playing like they are, you wouldn't be surprised if they laid another one down to try to get them on and get another runner out around.
1-2 inside from Vic. Got a 2-2. That one smoked into left. Malone cutting it off. This will drive in 2. 2 RBI double. 6-0 Milan. I know the Aggies are deep in the pen.
Now batting number 4, Scott.
Here's that inning we talked about, beginning of the game. It's happened last night. You know, with the errors or just plain out hitting. You know, these couple of hits the Milan has had are hard hits that you can't help, but what you need to eliminate is the errors on the bunts. It's got the team around in scoring position. That's what you have to eliminate.
6-0 Bulldogs. You know, the Aggies, you weren't going to see Red tonight. You weren't going to see London. You got an inning of Reynolds and 2 innings of Clary. Reynolds and Clary, and really you'll have the full staff ready to go on Friday, but so will Briarwood. That one spiked in the dirt, gets away from Judson behind the plate. Would have been a tough block. A wild pitch moves moves a runner up to third.
Scott's flown out both times over to Kirk out in right field. 2 hard hits. Last one he caught out on the fence. Was making good contact. Probably going to let him swing away here.
4 runs have come across here in the 4th inning. Called strike. 3-1. Connor Tampling will get started in the bullpen.
Full count now for Scott as he threw another strike.
And the gap in left. Well, the Aggies didn't take a very good angle on it, and this will be Maybe a triple. They tripped coming around second. They'll still get into third with an RBI triple.
Yeah, that rolled in between them right to the deepest part of the park. Looks like they ran straight to the ball, Jeremy, instead of taking that angle like you're talking about.
Now batting number 9, Rio.
Still no outs. Milan starting to get the bat on it. I'll say starting. They're in the middle of getting the bat on it right here in the 4th inning. Three-hole hitter Lincoln Real. And Milan went to Vincent last night and lost. It was 1-0 going into the 7th. I think the final was 4-0. They will play at Fayetteville tomorrow. I think 6:30 start for them. The Aggies baseball team off tomorrow before Friday at Briarwood.
Real hit a hard shot, double last at bat. DH in this game.
Clean up batter. It's the pitcher, Carter, on deck. 3 balls, no strikes. Vic gets a called strike on another 3-0 count, now 3-1. There's ball 4. Runners on the corners and no outs. And the cleanup man at the plate.
Now batting number 16, Carter.
Carter hadn't got on yet tonight. Struck out his first time. Got over the pop-up over that Cody made a good play behind first base for that pop-up out last inning.
Somebody correct me. I said mine was in Southwest Tennessee. It's probably like Midwest Tennessee, close to the line.
Northeast of Memphis. It's
That's
about
on me.
north of Jackson.
So I could have called it Milan, but I knew it was Milan.
Yeah, it's close to Jackson. If you get the old Google Maps out.
What are you, an Android guy? Google Maps?
Hey, works best with appraisals.
1 and 1. What do you print out MapQuest too?
Mm-hmm.
Aggies are trailing with scoreboard says 6.
7.
7. 7-0. Runner moving up from first. We'll get a couple more in scoring position. Here's Vic inside on Carter, 3-1. You remember printing off those directions back in the day?
I did back in the day, absolutely.
Dad yelling at you
like
while
a
you're
pirate.
in the passenger seat.
What's the number of the exit?
Oh my gosh. I get a Garmin. Vic kind of does the Craig Kimbrell arm hang and then comes set. Not a bad guy to mimic. That one line to Sims, a throwback to second. And the Aggies turn 2.
I guess the umpire, okay, he finally gives the gives the signal. I mean, goodness. JD had to stare at him for a minute.
And the guy in the field is the guy that was
right.
behind the dish yesterday.
Good play by Ebsen there to quick catch and throw there.
And that was Rhett. You got to remember Rhett's over there.
Ah, Rhett, I'm sorry.
Excuse me. One thing you can see about Rhett is the sun beaming through that blonde gold hair behind the hat. So that kind of gave it away. But the umpire in the field took about as long to give the signal there as he did for every strike call last night behind the plate, leaving the fans wondering.
Ninth at batter of the inning here.
7-0 Briarwood, Milan. The Aggies against Briarwood on Friday. A 1-0 count. This is Mallard at the this is Morris at the dish. Mallard on deck. A righty at the plate. Deep into left. Malone going back.
Oof. Caught the fence way out of play, but ran right into the fence.
Yeah, that ball was 4 feet left of being in the trees. Would have resulted in a nice little trot.
He caught that fence a good bit. Looks like he'll be okay, though.
Yeah, Malone back set and left. It was close to a homer for Morris. Always been hesitant on those home run calls since that Nick Malden one that he left about 50 feet short of the fence that off the bat felt like it was gone that night here at the wall.
Yeah.
Oh.
Good classic blooper reel.
I think we took that one off the Apple Podcast. Nobody can go back and find it. Probably about as embarrassing as you can get calling a game, because that ball didn't get past where Malone is standing right now and left. Was that 2020, 2019?
Yeah,
ish?
19 or 20.
That was pretty easy last year with Connor Phillips. He hit
felt
like 50 homers.
Mallard.
Probably was around 12 or 13, but felt like every time the Aggies went out there, CP was going to get one over. There's a walk. Runners on the corners with 2 outs.
Mallard making his second appearance of the inning here. As he led off for him. With a walk, his first at bat of the inning.
That one's in tight. I'll never forget going home after that game, Ashton, and Savannah looking at me saying, so how close was that ball to going over? And then I shamefully said, it was about 30 feet short of the wall. You blame the sun.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Those 6:30 games, 7:30 sun. That'll work.
Vic delivering 2-0. The shocker yesterday in area play, Clay Central beat Shelby County 1-0.
Wow.
Over in Clay County last night. Able to catch the tail end of that game on the Clay Central Sports Network. And, well, they're fired up about it. Their starting pitcher had a heck of a game, went the full 7 innings. The runners moving from first to second, and then turned a double play, a line out, I think it was, and then turn 2 to close the game. Shelby County was beginning to threaten. It's impressive to see Shelby County finish a game with no runs, as we know they have the bats to get 7 or 8, 9 a game, even against good teams. If you know anything about Coach Corey Hamrick over at Shelby County, they're probably doing some running today to get ready for that Thursday game.
Guarantee you.
As Coach Hamrick was the Shelby County girls coach this year. Here's Vic, 3-1 over the head, ball 4. He was the girls basketball coach, and I'm not sure I've ever seen anybody that intense coaching girls basketball as he was for the Lady Wildcats as Coach Brewer. Going to come out to talk to his pitcher here with the bases loaded and 2 outs in the 4th, and I think that might do it for Gavin here in the inning. We'll take a break. We'll give you an update on the pitching change when we come back. This is the Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union Aggie Sports Network.
Cold and flu season is here, but Marble City Pharmacy in Sylacauga has you covered. From cough and cold medicine to fever relief, vitamins, and immune support, they have everything you need to feel better fast. Skip the lines and use their quick and convenient drive-through window to get in and out with ease. Friendly service, trusted care, and hometown convenience all in one place. Transfer your prescription to Marble City Pharmacy today. Marble City Pharmacy, here for life.
Managing your finances has never been easier with Sycamore Federal Credit Union's mobile banking app. Access your accounts, transfer funds, and locate nearby ATMs all at the palm of your hand. Plus, with services like skip a payment twice a year and competitive loan rates, Sycamore offers flexibility and convenience to fit your lifestyle. Visit sycamorefcu.com to learn more or download the app today. Sycamore Federal Credit Union. Let us cover your financial needs.
At Toyota of Sylacauga, we treat you like one of our own because you are. I'm Chris Kane, and whether it's your first time or your 10th, we're here to serve you with honesty, care, and the kind of service that keeps your family coming back. From oil changes to new Toyotas, our team is ready to earn your trust every time. Come see why families all over East Central Alabama and beyond choose us every time they buy a car. Toyota of Sylacauga, worth the drive, and we'll prove it. Online at toyotaofsylacauga.com.
Turn up your taste buds at La Costa Mexican Restaurant in downtown Sylacauga. The grill's hot and the flavors are bold. From sizzling fajitas and street-style tacos to creamy queso and fresh-made salsa. Bring the family, grab friends, or make it your lunch break. Portions are generous, price is friendly, and the service always welcoming. Step into a colorful, lively atmosphere and leave full and happy. La Costa Mexican Restaurant, downtown Sylacauga's spot for real flavor. Stop in and taste the fiesta.
It'll be Connor Tampling in the pitch for the Aggies as the bases are loaded for Milan. As that one got away, the runner coming home. Throwback to Tampling. Looked like it just went right beside his glove. It didn't look like a bad throw from Howell back to the pitcher. Now it's an 8-0 Milan lead. That pitch gets to the backstop. The other two runners going to move up. At the plate, it's Dobbs. That one to the backstop also. We get a friendly bounce off the wall.
Hamburgers coming in smelling good, aren't they?
Yeah, that's one thing about the Walt. It has some of the best food. There's ball 4. Base is full again. I feel like when your kids get to this age, Ash, you know, you'll be the ballpark fry cook over there. You'll be the burger guy.
I'm sure I'll be doing something. I'll be in there. I don't think I can replace him, but I'll try to mimic, do my best Eric Howell.
That one.
Try to be a man of many trades.
Gets just past Judson, but able to keep it close enough. As you know, over the years, I thought they changed cooks enough where the burgers might decrease in quality here, but they stayed on par.
Got to figure out where they're getting them from.
No, you missed it. Was it last year or a couple years ago? They had like homemade bread out here.
What?
I think it was like Tanae Childs or somebody was making it.
Huh.
And they were charging a pretty penny for it, but it was good. Is there bring in a run? walk with the bases loaded.
Now batting number 2, Rogers.
Makes it 9-0 Milan.
He did it.
Oh,
Milan.
I'm sorry.
That's what everybody at the office has been saying. Sylacauga playing win this day, Milan. Like, I was like, where are y'all from? Europe? Is this one is chopped over to Red Sims? We'll get out of the inning. 9-0. Bulldogs. Aggies to the plate when we come back.
Celebrate Sylacauga pride with the S Club. We're a community of former athletes and supporters dedicated to preserving tradition, funding scholarships, and building a strong future for Sylacauga High School athletics. From reunions to fundraising, the S Club connects generations of Aggies while giving back to today's student athletes. Be a part of the legacy. Join the Sylacauga S Club and help keep Aggie pride alive. Visit AggieSClubAlumni.com today to sign up and make a difference.
Don't let a stubborn wound keep you from living life to the fullest. At Coosa Valley Wound Care Center in Sylacauga, their skilled team specializes in treating chronic and hard-to-heal wounds. They use advanced therapies, including their new hyperbaric oxygen therapy chamber, which delivers pure oxygen to help your body heal faster. No referral is needed. Just call 256-872-7777 to schedule your appointment today. Coosa Valley Wound Care Center. Advanced healing close to home.
In sports, it takes the right team to win. The same is true with your finances. This is Don Carden, President and CEO of Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union. Whether you're planning for college, buying a home, or building your savings, Coosa Pines is the team you can trust. We work with you, coach you through every step, and help you reach your financial goals. Join the team that puts members first. Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union, where you belong, member NCUA, equal housing lender.
The Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union Aggie Sports Network is fueled by Allen Oil Company. Fuel for your car, fuel for your body. You're all in with Allen.
D. O'Neill starts off this bottom half of the fourth with a line drive in the left, the leadoff single, and here's Corey Malone to the plate. Corey Malone wearing the number 11 in pinstripes today. D. O'Neill over at first base. Malone kind of fooled by the pitch, 0-1. Sylacauga trailing 9-0. If you're listening on radio, live feed available on YouTube and Facebook.
Yeah, that curveball fell off the table right at the last minute. Pretty break on that.
April 1st, the Aggies. First out of the inning here. You pull any April Fools today, Ashton?
I did not. I went to work.
Now batting number 7.
And worked with
Rhett.
I didn't make it. You went to work. Oh. I felt like that was a jab. I got April Fools before I even made it out of the bed this morning. I forgot it was April 1st. Opened social media, and next thing you know, I've been tricked.
Yeah, stay off that.
I tell you, nobody likes to remind you they wake up early than more than Ashton does.
9 and 10 o'clock is just not a luxury for me.
That one's out of play. Well, my 1-year-old, soon to be 2-year-old, doesn't even go to bed until like 11. Well, you've been asleep for 4 or 5 hours.
No, I still go to bed at 9:30, something like that.
This one's lifted into left by Rhett, who's hitting now after coming in the field, fly out. After a single, back-to-back outs. Here we have Tom Osborne here, school CFO, says he gets into the office at, I say 5:30?
Yeah.
Whew.
Got me, man. Can't run without him.
So you always got to respect guys like that. And, of course, like the coaches, man, they got to be at school at 7 a.m. and some of these late nights, JV games following the varsity. And speaking of coaches, I was driving by, the football field this morning and out there working out, doing some conditioning. Spring training will be here before
right
you
around
know
the corner.
it. 1-1 count to Lincoln Kirk with 2 outs. There's a called strike, 1-2. One-two pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that'll do it in the inning. We'll go to the 5th. Milan leads it 9-0. This is the Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union Aggie Sports Network.
Every championship season starts with a game plan. At Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union, we believe your financial future deserves a winning playbook. This is Don Carden, President and CEO of Coosa Pines FCU. From checking and savings to loans, our team is ready to help you execute the right plays. When you bank with Coosa Pines, you're not just an account number, you're part of a team. Let's build your financial victory together. Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union, where you belong, member NCUA, equal housing lender.
Do you have scrap metal piling up? Get paid at Coosa Valley Recycling. Serving the Birmingham area and Highway 280 corridor in Sylacauga, Coosa Valley Recycling is your top choice for scrap metal recycling. Whether it's old appliances, car parts, or any other metal items, Coosa Valley Recycling offers great rates and fast, easy service. Recycling with Coosa Valley Recycling not only puts your money back in your pocket, but it also protects the environment. Don't let your scrap metal go to waste. Bring it to Coosa Valley Recycling today. Call 256-245-4300.
Experience leadership that truly echoes the heart of Coosa Valley. Ben Robbins is an accomplished attorney specializing in real estate, estates, and business law. Voted Coosa Valley's best attorney, Ben is not only a legal expert, but also a dedicated community champion. He actively supports our farmers, stands strong with our veterans, and engages in local initiatives like the Rotary Club and Habitat for Humanity. For Ben, it's all about nurturing the community spirit, supporting our schools, and cheering on local high school sports. When you're in need of real estate or business legal help, call attorney Ben Robbins at 256-346-6493.
Here we go. What is this, top of the 5th inning? Connor Tampling skips one to the plate. They're at the top of the order. Is Milan. They lead at 9-0.
9-0, 9 hits, 5 walks for them.
Now 2-0. Yeah, Bulldogs 9 runs on 9 hits. The Aggies haven't. I don't think they made an error in this game, haven't they?
Throw an error over to first. One error.
One error in this game. So, I mean, it hasn't really maybe too many walks, but Milan got to a point in the game right there where they started to hit the baseball. And
yeah, I mean, they had 3 singles back to back to back, and then they had 2 doubles back to back. So they were putting the bat on the ball.
2-2 count right here for Connor Tampling. Top of the order man at the plate for the Bulldogs. And there's ball 4 to start the inning.
Now batting number 4, Scott.
J.P. Scott, the catcher at the plate. We were talking about it earlier, and former Aggie Brantley Brasher, an assistant coach over there at first for the Milan Bulldogs. BB went to Tennessee, played baseball at Bethel, which is where Coach Patterson went to school, and then stayed in Tennessee. Good to see him. I saw the Basinger twins and a few other Aggie alums at the park earlier today. I told BB, I was like, man, in 4 years here, I might have heard you say 2 words as that one got away from Judson. But come out of his shell a little bit here as a coach. Got to have a good conversation with him pregame. He was catching up, obviously, with the Aggies. Coach Strickland and Lane Strickland, who was on a couple teams. I think Brantley was a freshman when Lane was a senior. They went down to Mobile and beat St. Paul's in the first round. Number 1 ranked St. Paul Saints in that one. The hottest I've ever been calling a baseball game.
Most money I've spent before pregame too for getting the
the
shorts and the sunglasses.
We stopped at like the most expensive outdoor store ever. And I told you to wear some shorts. Phew.
Now batting number 9, Rio.
2 on base and no outs.
Probably the quickest return trip from Mobile I've ever think, like 2.5,
2
hours, 45 minutes.
Did we stay in a hotel?
We did.
Oh, we did.
That Friday night.
I tell you, I always say if we get swept, if we win, if we sweep, we'll stay. If we split, obviously we stay. But if we lose, we're just getting in the car and coming home. And
yeah, it was a good night.
Now, the fastest I've ever made it home was when football played Faith Academy. Me and Brent went down there during COVID season, and we made our way back pretty quick. Feels like we always have to go to Mobile for something, and we were so close, not the next year, but 2 years later, I think, with playing UMS. Well, it would have been 3 years later because Hopeful was squashed in there. But we got UMS in the first round and played a 3-game series there. Came up 1 run short. 2-0 to the 3-hole hitter. That one's to the backstop. There's some really good Aggie baseball teams, Ashton, that probably were second, third, maybe 4th round caliber that ended up playing a team in the state semifinals or the eventual state champions. And one year, the state finals and then state champions in back-to-back years, the Hopeful Bulldogs. They just happened to catch them in the first round of the playoffs. That walks the bases full, 9-0 score. Cleanup batter and the pitcher Carter at the plate.
Yeah, and again, that comes down to a tough area play and how you draw in the area going into the playoffs too.
I mean, what was that year where we ended up losing on a Monday to Hopeful because of some rain over the weekend? We split on a Friday night, had a hurricane come through. And then I think we lost, 5-4 in the bottom of the 7th. Hopeful walked it off.
Yeah.
Carter into the stands, out of play. And that Hopeful team, they played in the state finals that year, lost to Russellville, and then won it all the next year. The Aggies will play Hopeful on Saturday here at the Walt, 11 o'clock first pitch. 2-1 count to Carter. Here's Tampling from the windup with the bases full, a little high.
Just remember that huge catcher they had. It was a sophomore at the time. They beat us that year.
The Potts kid.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. That one is grounded in the left. 1 run will score. A second one will come home. Bulldogs lead it 11-0. On those teams, I think Dre Barrett, he's at Southern Miss right now. A couple really good players.
Now batting number 13, Morris.
Oh, yeah, I remember because Potts caught every inning of the series, and then the 7th they put him in the pitch in the last one, and the guy was like throwing 90-mile-an-hour fastballs. Oh, my goodness. Called strike to start this at bat for Morris. Third baseman with the Bulldogs with a sizable lead here in the 5th. That one is ripped to left, but foul.
Walk last at bat. had a sharp hit ball out to left field, so he's been turning on the ball all night. 1 for 2, got on with a single his first at bat.
That one blocked up by Judson. Next week's area series is that one to the backstop. Runners moving up. Sylacauga will be at Clay Central. I think that first game's Tuesday at Clay, if I'm not mistaken. I'll double check that while we're here.
Another ball down in the dirt. Good block by Howell. 3-2 full count for Morris.
Yeah, like I said, big week next week. Got soccer, softball, baseball, a lot coming to you. That one hit him. Tried to get out of the way. Got him on the helmet. Base is backloaded with no outs. Coach Adam Brewer out of the dugout. We'll take a break. 11-0. Milan. This is the Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union Aggie Sports Network.
Busy day? Allen Brew Markets has you covered. Swing by for fresh coffee, a quick bite, or that afternoon pick-me-up snack. And while you're here, fuel up your car and your day. Fast, easy, convenient. Service, selection, and a smile are waiting at Allen Brew Markets. Because when it comes to keeping you going, we're all in with Allen.
You're all in with Allen, oh yeah. Allen Brew Markets.
Now is the perfect time to start your future at Central Alabama Community College. CAC's next mini-term begins March 9th, giving you a fast, flexible way to earn college credit or start a new career path. With campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Talladega, and Prattville, CAC offers affordable classes designed to fit your schedule. Don't wait for fall. Get started this spring. Apply online today at cacc.edu. Central Alabama Community College. Central to you, central to your success.
Every championship season starts with a game plan. At Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union, we believe your financial future deserves a winning playbook. This is Don Carden, President and CEO of Coosa Pines FCU. From checking and savings to loans, our team is ready to help you execute the right plays. When you bank with Coosa Pines, you're not just an account number, you're part of a team. Let's build your financial victory together. Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union, where you belong, member NCUA, equal housing lender.
The Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union Aggie Sports Network is fueled by Allen Oil Company. Fuel for your car, fuel for your body. You're all in with Allen.
D. O'Neill on the bump now for the Aggies with the bases loaded. Gets a called strike. Mallard at the plate. D tends to throw strikes. Avery over at third. That one chopped left side, foul. Good play for Avery, waiting for it to take that second hop, getting his feet in foul territory.
Avery, one of those young freshmen that's come aboard and gotten a little bit of varsity experience here. It's good to see him get some more for the future.
Boy, Howell's been working hard back there behind the plate today, especially in the last couple innings. He's going to have some seams on the forearms for sure. That one pitched before that kind of hit the front of the dirt before getting to him. Bases are full, 1-2 count. 11-0 Milan in the fifth. Liner on the ground to second for one. Off the bat, I thought that was going to be a play that we catch in the air. The Aggies got one out. A run did score.
Now batting number 3,
Cody over at
Dobbs.
second base. Here's a liner back up the middle into center field. Another run will cross.
Now batting number 12, Fowler.
Nothing Milan. Marquion gets a strike across. Runners at first and second. You'll be able to watch softball tomorrow on Facebook and YouTube as they're hosting the Shelby County Wildcats. Grounded right side to Cody, to second for one, to first for two, and the Aggies turn a double play and get out of the inning. We'll take a break. Aggies trail 13-0 as we go. Bottom 5.
I'm Chris Kane, and for our family here at Toyota of Sylacauga, it's about more than cars. It's about people. You'll find my wife, my kids, even my dog here some days, because this is where we've built something special. When you buy from us, you're not just getting a vehicle, you're becoming part of the family. Toyota of Sylacauga, worth the drive, and we'll prove it. Online at toyotaofsylacauga.com.
Gear up for a flavor victory at Wharf Casual Seafood. Whether you're craving seafood classics like shrimp or crab claws, or wanting to tackle a juicy burger or crisp salad, we've got your winning play. Dine in with us or grab a meal to go and find out why every bite is a win at Wharf Casual Seafood. Check out our menu at wharfcasualseafood.com. The coast is here.
The Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union Aggie Sports Network is driven by Right Tire and Service. Drive smoothly on the right tires and keep your ride in mint condition with the right parts. Right Tire and Service on West Fort William Street in Sylacauga.
Bottom of the 5th inning. Avery to lead it off for the Aggies. Carter still on the mound as he puts a fastball upstairs, 1-0. Next time you see the Aggies will be Friday at Briarwood. And I'm guessing since it's the first area series, I don't know. They might play both. Maybe they might just play one. Because remember, the third game only matters in a tiebreaker scenario. The first 2 games are your actual area record. A lot of people going to be checking in on that Clay Shelby County series as Volunteers 1-0 in area play. Briarwood 1-0 in area play. The 1-2. And there's a good-looking single back up the middle for Avery.
That's great to see from one of your young stars that's barely gotten any varsity experience to have that much aggression going up and having some plate discipline to swing at that good pitch.
Caden Cody.
Here's Caden Cody to the plate. J.D. Tyler on deck. 3 Aggie hits in the game. Wondering how the hits have shaken out in this one. I'll give you the break board after this pitch in the bottom of the 5th inning. Cody takes a strike. It's at 13 runs on 11 hits. Aggies no runs on 3 hits so far in this one. Inside on Caden. 2-1. As Coach Wilkinson was telling us, a big track meet tomorrow. Tried to bunt there. 2-1. How many teams coming, Coach? 16. How do they put 16 teams in over there?
Wow. That's
impressive.
That's
a lot of organization. And Coach Skylar Patterson leading the track squad this year. A lot goes into that. You know, Jeremiah Crawford set a school record at the last track meet we hosted. The guy can absolutely fly. They'll have some contenders for some state titles at the end of the year in certain events. We saw Q Swain get his ring a little late, but it was during the basketball season rather. Called strike 3 to Caden Cody. Got to see Q. I think that was at the Jemison game where he was able to get his state championship ring. J.D. Tyler to the plate. We had
Tyler.
Q Swain win a couple state championships. Brian Waters won the javelin not too many years ago, state finals. There's J.D. taking a strike. Oh, 0-1 to J.D. Swinging strike 2. J.D. went down looking his last time at the plate. The 0-2 bounces to the plate from Carter. J.D. lifting that one out of play. So many spring sports action. You got golf, tennis, track, baseball, softball. That's boys and girls team on tennis and golf. Baseball, softball, track and field.
Soccer.
Soccer, of course, we'll have soccer next week. We had the Crossville games. Was that 2 weeks ago where the girls won and the boys tied Crossville, a really good boys team. And esports, forgot about those.
Yeah, there's a lot to keep up with.
Called strike 3 to J.D. Here's London Howell. Tell you, the soccer programs have a chance to make a little run this year. I know Coach Faircloth excited about his guys. Got a lot of good seniors. It was fun to have them in-house. What's now over a month ago for Talladega County Soccer Media Day. Got to hear from Anderson Shaw, Casey Malone, and the girls brought Maggie Forbes and a couple more in that one, and had a lot of fun. But I think the boys haven't. Trying to pull up the schedule here, just won't quite load. Been trying to load it for 30 minutes. I know Michael Giddens had a lot of fun calling soccer last year and had a lot of fun calling it this year. The 0-1. Judson Howell at the plate. With 2 outs and 0-2 count, runner at second. Aggies down 13-0 here in the bottom of the 5th. Carter rearing back, firing that one in. 1-2. One, two, to the backstop. Avery moves up to third. Carter with the tan mitt, brings it to the belt. The pitch hit us. Right on the forearm for Howell. Runners on the corners. There's Boston Childs.
Yeah, not that he's already getting beat up behind the plate. He gets him a lick on the arm at the plate hitting.
Pitching coach out of the dugout for Milan. I'll have a quick talk.
Try not to give up that shutout.
I'm going to settle him down a little bit. Gave up a hit and then kind of all over the place on that last at bat.
What do you think his pitch count's around,
Now
Jeremy?
batting number 17, Boston Child.
Going all 7. Or no, sorry, 5. So it's not too high.
Yeah, probably sitting, I'm going to guess.
60s?
It's about, I was going to say 65, 70 or so. He's had some longer innings. Remember, the Aggies stranded the bases loaded in the, what was that, the second inning? First or second inning?
No, third. No, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong side.
Yeah. they also stranded
Second.
bases loaded. So there's a strike to Boston Childs. Behind on the fastball, 0-2. Aggies down to their final strike here against Milan.
What I struggle with is you can go like a kinesiology route or you can go a biomedical route.
From the windup, 0-2, fouled out of play. As the sun really getting in the press box here. The 0-2. Carter takes a deep breath, delivers, and that'll do it. The Aggies go down swinging. Final score, 13-0 here at the Walt. Milan Bulldogs over Sylacauga. From Jeremy Law and Ashton Fowler, this has been a product of Radio Alabama and Sylacauga Athletics. Thanks for listening and watching.